Made me cry, Cheryl. I was hoping not to. Sometimes you just can't help it. Yeah, I think the only way I can get through this is with sense of humor. So if I get a little silly, please forgive me. Thank you. Hello, people, friends, and family. First, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming today. Well, let's start with this one. Thank you. All right, don't get too silly. I think I got my sense of humor from that. Sometimes Mom would say, I don't know what you guys are laughing about. But I think she enjoyed the laughter. Ernest, Ernie, Ernesto, the great Ernesto, Wally, but mostly Dad and Grandpa. Met with some few names. He bestowed names on others. We bestowed names. Ernie's father died when he was 7 years old, so he really didn't have a role model to follow being a father. But in my eyes, he was one great dad. Mike Brady was a pretty good dad, but that was just TV. Ernie was real. So when Mom and Dad met, Mom had 4 kids from a previous marriage. Some guys would run to the hills, but Ernie said, hey, I don't like running. I got short legs. I think I'll stick around. But love got me together. Honestly. Those girls grew up, moved out. Dad said, hey, we have a couple more. That's the worst that could happen. First was me, then Gary, and then he said, uh-oh. What the heck did we do now? Having kids is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And that's true. It's absolutely true. But another memory I have is when Mom was working as a nurse. She would work from 11 to 7. So Dad had to get us up in the morning and before Mom got home. And he would come in the morning. Of course, kids don't like to get up for school. He would come in and he had like a hand trumpet. Hey, it's time to get up. So we go, ding, 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 ding. Oh, geez, just a hand trumpet. All right, so we got up, and it worked. But it was just one of those beautiful memories. Going to the drive-in and making homemade popcorn. I can still smell it. He would just make a huge bag of popcorn before we went. And bought me my first drum set. As many parents know, when you buy a musical instrument for youngins, the first year of practice isn't the most pleasant listening experience. But he put up with it, and so did Mom. Thanks, Mom. And after a while, after about a year, he said, hey, you got me pretty good. Thanks, Dad. Oh yeah, and is Kevin here? Kevin, for anyone to know if you remember the trip to Florida, the fateful trip. It was like the Griswolds times 10. But I'm telling you, memories like that, Kevin, you'll never forget. And yeah, he bought me a dirt bike. He said, hey, I'll buy you a bike. You got to take care of it, and you got to wear your helmet. And I kept the promise. I kept the bike home, and I took care of it, polished it, checked the oil. Hey, you got clean air in the tires? I said, yeah, it's kind of dirty. Why don't you put some clean air? Hey, Dad, You could do that even with the car. Hey, need a little clean air. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put some dirt in. I'll put the clean air. All right. Go ahead. He also had an uncanny ability to know where everything was. He had a barn, he had a shed over here, a cellar, full of stuff that he just accumulated over his whole lifetime. And I go, yeah, where's that rusty old hinge that we took down from the barn? Oh, go up in the barn, go straight in, take 3 steps to the right, look to your left, and it's right there on the shelf. I'm telling you, he was never wrong. It didn't matter what it was. Dad, where was that old rusty chisel? Remember we used it like 9 years ago? Oh, I'm in the cellar. Go straight in. 3 steps to your right, look to your left, it's on the second shelf. There it was. Do it. Yeah, but you know, honestly, what I miss the most is the phone calls. He'd call, the phone would ring. Hello? Dad would say, hey, is this Mr. Fix-It? Yeah, Dad, I need a load of wood. Okay, Dad, I'll be right over. And yeah, he loved his wood burning stove, so someone had to do it. And then he'd call, and then before that, when Mom had a different phone, he'd call and say, hey, is this number 5? I'd be like, yeah, Dad, is this number 1? And Charlene thought that he was calling me number 5 because I was the 5th born child, but actually it was because I was number 5 on the speed dial. I'm going to get number 5. Hey. Yeah, or occasionally you call and say, hey, is this the chore department? And I'd say, let me get the manager. Yeah, chore department. Can you take down and recycle? We're right over there. So it's just things like that that are gonna be precious. But, I mean, the last conversation that we had, he thanked me. He said, we really appreciate everything you do for us. But honestly, Dad, I really appreciate everything you did for us. All of us. I don't know if I'm going to make it to heaven, but I'm pretty sure you're up there with Gary, Bruce, Al, probably stacking some wood. But you won't run out of wood in heaven. Love you, Dad. Miss you.